Okay, you guys, we're doing the video. We're doing the video. There's a couple disclaimers. I don't have a bra or nipple cover, so I'm hoping that you can't see anything. If you can, it's fine. Grow up. We're all adults. It's not a big deal. So you can tell by the title what this is. And I am absolutely going to give a couple of disclaimers before we even start because I want to, and it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. I made a vow to myself, or I gave a challenge to myself in January, saying that I was only going to buy one item for my wardrobe per month, every single month, for the entire year, meaning I was only allowed to purchase 12 total items for my closet, 12 overall. Then I gave myself a couple of like caveats. Like I gave myself a couple different rules to follow and different, I would say, loopholes. We're just gonna be honest. We're gonna need water, by the way, something to drink, because we're gonna be here for a bit. One of those rules was if I buy it secondhand, so aside from my 12 items per the year, 12 items per year, one item per month. Aside from those items, if I purchased something secondhand, it was allowed. I just had to give myself like some sort of budget before going into a thrift store, a Goodwill, anything like that. It had to be under a certain dollar amount if I was going to buy anything. So if you guys watch my vlogs, my mom loves to go thrifting. Like my mom is retired, and so one of just like her favorite little things to do is to go thrifting, antique stores, vintage stores, all of that. So every single time she calls me and asks me, Ivana, do you wanna go to a Goodwill today? I always go with her because again, she's retired, so she's usually by herself all day until my dad gets out of work. So I always go with her. And before I even walk in, I will literally say to her, Ma, you know, if I buy anything, I'm only gonna allow myself this one item. I will list the exact item. Like I get really specific, and I don't say like, I'm gonna get a shirt. I will say, I want this type of shirt, this color, this brand or whatever. And I'll say, I'm not spending more than $12. So that was one of my rules. Secondhand, and if I was going to buy it secondhand, it had to be under a specific budget that I gave myself before purchasing it. So that was one. Shopping secondhand is kind of like saving the planet. So technically I'm doing God's work when I'm thrifting. Anyways, the second rule was, if I went based off of the list that I created, because in the beginning of the year, I created a virtual, like a visual list for all the things that I wanted to add into my wardrobe, because I'm kind of, all year, I've been kind of working on really like taking apart my wardrobe and only getting the things that I know I absolutely love. So I made an entire list of literally clothing, accessories, shoes, and then it was like miscellaneous. So if it was not on that list of things, it did not matter, I was not getting it, period. If it was something that I had been looking at for over a year, if it was something that I knew I wanted in my wardrobe, those were all fine. My second rule was, if I get rid of a certain amount of things, then I'm able to replace those things with one thing. So I'll give an example. If I got rid of, let's say I wanted a new pair of shoes. If I wanted one new pair of shoes, and let's just say, I don't know, they were on sale, so I was like, oh, let me jump on it because I wanted these already and now they're on sale. I needed to go into my closet and either sell or donate 2 pairs of shoes. So for every one item that I wanted to add to my closet, I had to get rid of 2. So lucky for me, that worked out really well because I purged my entire closet and I probably sold 40 items and I took 2 huge bags to Goodwill. So basically, I got rid of everything. All of that to say, this is every single item that I have purchased outside of the 12 items of that were on my list. There's all the other stuff. And there's a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. So if you're gonna come out, oh, you said you were only gonna, I know what I said. This is my game. So these are my rules. And if I wanna break them, I can. I purged a lot of things in my closet. I'm talking about a lot. I still have stuff on my Poshmark, which if you wanna go and see all the stuff that I have sold on my Poshmark, I'll leave it linked down below. There's a lot. There's still a couple things left, but there's a lot. To the point that like, I don't have that many clothes anymore. Like a lot of my stuff is gone. Leave me alone, but I know what I said. It was my game. It was my rule. Second, I will be justifying and giving you the background or the reasoning why I purchased what I purchased. So if things like that and like drawn out explanations bother you, don't watch this video. I'm gonna do that. So if that bothers you or you don't wanna see that, don't watch this video. You can just go to the description bar. You can see the links to everything that I bought. if you're interested. I'm just saying. So those are my 2 disclaimers before we get into this video. Leave me alone and don't talk shit in the comments, or I'll just delete it, because I don't need that negativity, because all of these things bring me great amounts of joy. So if you're fun and you'd like to see all of the things that I have purchased this year to replace pretty much everything that I've purchased in my wardrobe, then let's get into it. I literally don't even have a flow of how I'm gonna do this, because I don't know if you can see all the hangers right here. There's hangers here, there's stuff here, and there's stuff in front of me. So I'm not kidding when I say there's a lot of shit that we're gonna cover. Do I need to put you up a little bit? Yeah, let's do that. So, you know what? I'll just start in front of me so I can shift these off. I bought this belt. This specific one was not originally on my list, but I wanted a new belt with like a nice chunky gold buckle and some like pretty detailing. The original belt that I wanted was from Below the Belt. I ended up going with a different option, and that belt I purchased through my 12 items. So that belt was my, I think my July item. But I saw this belt on Amazon and it was $9, and I was like, you know what? I need a belt with the gold buckles. That was my justification. I said I bought a belt that I really, really love. It's super fun, but it's a little bit more dressy. I need just a casual, everyday black belt. And this is it. And it looks so much more expensive than it is. It's obviously not real leather at all. It was ridiculously affordable, but I've already worn it 3 times and I love it. I've worn it around a blazer. I have worn it with just like jeans. I actually almost wore it today, but I was like, I'm just gonna sit down, so I'm not gonna put a belt on. So yeah, I bought this belt and I really like it. It was very affordable. Like I said, it's not real leather. You could definitely get something that's a better like quality, but I didn't know how much I was going to wear this, so I wanted to test it out before splurging on a bigger ticketed belt, like a real leather belt. So I got this and I actually really, really like it, like a lot. Next up, another Amazon purchase. This is a more recent one. It's 2 pairs of sunglasses. You guys know I have gotten so many sunglasses this year, all from Amazon, because I lost my expensive, like my more expensive sunglasses. So I vowed to myself that I will not be buying expensive sunglasses anymore, because when they get misplaced or lost, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. So I got these 2. It came in a pack of 2. Can't remember how much they were. I'll link them down below for you guys though. But they're just like a play on the aviator. I think this is like a dupe for something. I don't know what, but this is what they look like. Love them. Love them. I noticed every time I was getting dressed, if I wanted to wear a sunglass, all of my sunglasses had a colored frame or a colored lens. And I was like, you know what? I don't have anything that, like, if I'm wearing something that I just want plain, I don't have anything. So I got this pair that is a black, like a smoky gray lens, and then I got this pair which is brown, and I feel like these will be really good for the fall and winter, because all of my sunglasses right now are kind of like spring and summer coated, like they're really colorful and all of that. So I got these 2. Like I said, they came in a pack of 2 and I really, really like them. I actually lost my black Ray-Bans that had the gold like frame around them. And I was like, okay, so what I did to justify these 2, I sold a pair of my sunglasses from Desi that I don't really grab too often. I sold them for, I think, 30 bucks. These, I think for 2, it was 20. So I basically sold them, made the money, bought these. Girl math. This right here is a special one. This is very special, and you might not like it, and that is totally okay. I love it. I saw this last year because Delaney Childs, if any of you guys follow her on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that, she was on like a snow trip and she posted this bag, and my jaw like dropped. I was like, I've never seen anything like that. I am obsessed and I need it. This was last Christmas time. Last Christmas time I saw it. And I just kept saying, you know what? Christmas is about to be over. The holidays are about to be over. I don't, like, we're about to be out of winter. It's about to be summer. I don't need this item at all. I'll put it on the back burner, and come next fall, winter, if I still want it, I will buy it. So this is from Etsy, and I love that. I'm becoming like way more into Etsy lately. I've always bought from Etsy, but not like a lot of fashion items. Lately, I've been buying jewelry from Etsy. I've been buying, let me just show you. This is a bag. It's a dumpling bag, which is my favorite type of bag. I have like 6 types of bags like these. This looks like a poodle. And I love this. The texture and the fun that this brings, and it's also huge. And I love an oversized, like a really big bag. This came in a couple different colors. It came in like this beautiful, beautiful olive green that I was this close, But The inside is like a pink leather, and then the outside is just this really cute fuzzy texture, and I love it. It almost reminds me of like teddy fabric, but it's not, and I am obsessed with, this is the bag that I'm gonna be wearing all fall and winter. Like if I want a light bag, this is gonna be the bag that I use, because I already have a black bag. Obsessed with this. It was handmade in Turkey. When I checked the tracking, it literally said that it was in France, and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, this was handmade in Turkey, and I am obsessed with it. No regrets at all. I am so glad that I ended up buying this item because I am obsessed with it. And I love the texture because a lot of the times in fall and winter, it's very like fuzzy, cozy furs and teddies and all that. So I just love this. Even with like a solid outfit, like think like a black turtleneck with black leather pants, and then this, like it just like breaks up the texture so much. So I am so incredibly happy to have this in my wardrobe. It was definitely worth the wait. Like I'm so glad that I waited and really made sure that I wanted it before getting it. I am obsessed. Now let's get into the shoes that I have bought. There's only 2 pairs. You guys saw these in another video. I can't remember what video it was, but I've definitely talked about these before. Starting in the beginning of the year, I had black, either Pumas or Adidas, I think they were Sambas, on my wish list for a shoe that I wanted, but for this fall and winter. So I put it on my list last winter, and I ended up getting the Puma Palermos, which I love. I love Puma so much. These are extremely, extremely comfortable. And I loved these the most because they had a gum bottom. I don't like black shoes that have a black bottom. I don't know what it is. I'm just not into it. They ended up being on sale, and that was my justification on them. When I was looking at them, I randomly, like it was so random, I was just like, oh, I haven't looked at those shoes in a while. Let me see like if they're still available or anything like that. And I looked it up, and I ended up paying I think like 40 bucks for these. And these are normally $90 shoes. So I am super happy about these. I've already worn these twice and I just got them. But come fall and winter, like all of my outfits that I'm just wearing like a black shirt or a black turtleneck or just like something darker, I can always throw these shoes on because a lot of my other shoes are very bright colors, like, which I'll still wear them in the fall and winter, but I didn't have any black sneakers, like no black sneakers, and these have like a very, very light gray, like Puma, the Puma symbol right there. It's a very, very light gray. It almost looks white, but it is gray. And yeah, they're really, really comfortable. Like I said, I've already worn them. Just a great sneaker. I also have these in royal blue, and I love them. So these were definitely a great purchase, and I ended up getting them on sale, and I waited, what, January? 8 months to get them. So also got these. The next shoe that I got, this shoe, if you guys watch my vlogs, you've seen when I like got these and unboxed them and all that. So I knew, I literally have an image on my like vision board of what I wanted my wardrobe to look like, and on that vision board was a black pointed toe short heeled boot. I knew from last Christmas that I wanted them, and the ones that I originally was gonna get were Jeffrey Campbell, and they were sold out. They were about $225. I kept checking, sold out. They finally like restocked one of them, and I looked, and they were a size 9, so they didn't end up working out. And I was like, you know, I really wanna get a black boot before the season starts, because I already know with fashion, they bring out the season 1 season ahead. So right now you're seeing all the fall things because it's not fall yet. We're close to fall, but that's just how like the fashion industry works. They bring it out like a season ahead. So I already knew come actual fall and winter when everybody's shopping for boots, everything's gonna be, I already knew everything's gonna be selling out. So I purged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of boots. 5 that I was no longer wearing, that I never touched, that I never grabbed. I think like 2 of them are still available on my Poshmark. So if you're my size, between a 7.5 and an 8, there's some good boots on there that are like very gently worn. Just ones that I wasn't really reaching for, you know, whatever. And I randomly decided to go onto The RealReal. I haven't bought anything from The RealReal in a while, but I do purchase from them pretty often. And The RealReal is basically thrifting designer stuff, but it's a lot cheaper. So I've gotten so many heels that are like vintage or that they like are discontinued. So many shoes I've gotten off of The RealReal, and they are some of my favorites, and I still have them in my wardrobe today. So I go on there and I'm like, you know what, let me just look up some pointed toe boots. So I go on there and I remembered my rule. I said, if you're gonna buy something secondhand, you need to give yourself a budget and stay under that budget. So I said, I'm going to stay under $80. If I find a black pointed toe low heel boot, obviously I know The RealReal is a designer website, like a designer resale website, so I knew I wasn't gonna get anything for $30. I said, if it's gonna be under $80, I'll go for it. These are Dolce & Gabbana, made in Italy, size 37 and a half, barely worn, resold, black leather pointed toe short heeled booties. And I got them for $74. This is cheaper than some crappy Steve Madden fake leather boots. This is cheaper than the original boots that I had on my list. I feel like I don't even need to say anything about these. The leather is in absolute immaculate condition. Look at that. They literally barely look like they were worn. The inside, like maybe these were worn a couple of times. And the best part is that they resold them. So they basically like put like a thick rubber like piece on here at a shoemaker, and that just prolongs the wear of them. $74. I saw these, I said, oh no, I'm not waiting. I knew if I would have waited, they would have been gone. And I saved like maybe 4 or 5 other pointed toe black boots. I found ones that were Jimmy Choo. I found Aquazzura. I found Schutz. I found so many. And if I go on now, all of them are gone. So I'm so glad that I got these now. I'm gonna have these for the rest of my life. Like, why will I ever need to get rid of these? I won't. Dolce & Gabbana, bitch. Like, what? The other bag that I purchased that you guys have already seen, but I do want to mention it in this because I did buy this outside of the 12 item list. This is another thing that I have always wanted, well, since last summer. I wanted a chartreuse bag because it is my favorite color to wear in the summer. I saw this bag, I've already told this story, but I'll say it in case you're just now seeing this video for the first time. You've never seen my videos before. I wanted a chartreuse bag. I didn't know what kind. I was actually looking on Etsy. The one that I had saved was on Etsy, and it was like a raffia, like pouch type bag. Saw this bag on Pinterest, and I said, oh my God, I love that bag. Clicked on it, it took me to Revolve. It was $115 brand new, and I was like, oh cool, like that's not super expensive. Like that's pretty good for a bag. Like I would pay that much for a cute little summer bag. So I ended up Googling it to see where else they sold it, and I saw it on Poshmark. Saw it on Poshmark for $25. For $25. So I said, yep, add to cart, check out. $25, I can't even fill up my gas tank with $25. So I got this. It is from a brand called Olga Berg. They are known for wedding type bags. Really, really cute stuff actually. It is in perfect condition. Looks like it was really never worn, and I've already used it like 5 times. And I am obsessed. I'm probably wearing it tonight because it's me and Tyler's 8-year anniversary. But I love it, and I was not passing this up. I need a throat break. Next up, I'll put this towards the back. Just because it's a set, so. Okay, next up is the newest thing that I have added. Not 1, not 2, but 3 pairs of jeans. And here's the justification for this one. I purged my closet. That's really what it was. And I left myself with 3 pairs of jeans. 3. Granted, I am perfectly okay with having a small amount of jeans. If they're just ones that I constantly grab, I don't need thousands of pairs of jeans. You just need like the couple that like you know you're gonna wear and you're like, oh, I feel good, I feel confident. So I was fine. I purged so many of my jeans and I was like, okay, I don't have any jeans for fall. None. Every pair of jeans that I had were like really, really light wash or like super distressed. And I was like, okay, I need jeans. I wasn't specifically going to buy them when I did. I'm on TikTok and I see this girl, her TikTok name is Face Over Matter, I think. And she's a style, like fashion content, whatever. She posts these and I'm like, damn, those look good on her. Like really, really good on her. And they gave the exact look that I wanted. And she's black, she's a black creator. And I know that looking at someone with a curvier figure over like straight up, just like a white girl that's more of a slim, straight down figure, everything looks different on them than it does someone that has a different figure. It's just what it is. So whenever like I'm looking at jeans that I really, really like, I always pay attention to the body type that they have, because if it fits them a certain way, it will probably fit me similar. So she's obviously a little bit curvier, and I'm like, wow, those fit her so great. So I click on the link. Why are they all on sale for $22? $22. So I said, bro, I literally sold a pair of jeans for $50 the other day. I was like, I'll get 2 pairs. That'll replace the one. Then I'm looking and I'm like, I gotta get a 3rd pair. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna purge another pair of jeans. So I literally have another pair of jeans that I'm gonna sell. So if you see these online, I'm telling you, grab them if they're still available. I'm gonna leave them linked down below. These are the, super baggy, loose fit, low waist jean. And I am very, very particular in fit when it comes to low waist and baggy. Because my hips are very wide, sometimes low waist, I just don't like the way that it looks on me. I'm just gonna be honest. I like a more like relaxed fit, and sometimes that just doesn't look like that because my hips are so wide that it makes the fabric like tight there, and that's not what I want. These fit perfect, you guys. I will put pictures here. I tried all of them on yesterday, and I also posted a reel and a TikTok, so if you follow me there, you've already seen like the try-ons of them. So I got this color, which I love. This was the color that I was not going to get, but I saw the wash of them and I'm like, this is the type of wash that I love for spring and summer. It's just like a little bit of a distressed look, and it has distressing just in the knees, which is the perfect amount of distressing for me. I don't like anything overly distressed, but if it's a little bit in the knees, I'm good. All of them also come with a little belt that you tie around, so it has a really cool look. You can kind of make them look two different ways, but you can completely take out the belt, which I like. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I did today with the ones that I'm wearing. These are the darker pair, which is actually the ones that I was originally going on to get. I'll show them to you really quickly. This is what they look like without the belt. So they're just, this is my regular size, a size 6, and they fit just nice and baggy and loose and comfortable, which is what I wanted. I didn't want anything tight. I didn't want anything fitted. I already have a pair of Levi's like that, so that was not what I wanted. Then I got a black pair because if you guys remember when I showed you guys what's on my wish list, it was a dark pair of denim and a black pair of denim. I was originally going to get Levi's, and then I saw these and I ended up getting these as well. Same jean, and I got all of them in a size 6, which is my true size. These do not stretch, but they are a baggy fit, so they're very, very comfortable to wear. Normally with something like that, I would have to size up like 2 or 3 sizes, but because of the style of this pant, I didn't have to size up. They're like a boot cut, so they're not a super wide cut. They're not a super flare. They're just like a good, straight, a little bit more of like a relaxed fit. And all 3 of these, I paid $60 for all 3. $60 for all 3 of them. And I got all the jeans that I needed. I literally don't need any more jeans. Like, this is it. I'm good. I'm checking out. You guys are not, I swear to you, you guys are not gonna see me buy jeans after this because I just love these. So, yeah. Denim, check. Another item that I bought that you guys have seen, a couple of you guys have actually bought them as well. I saw these when I was in a Marshalls / Home Goods, like one of those that are connected. And these are by the brand Sincerely Jules. And these are kind of like a spin on the boxer short, but they're a loose trouser type pant. I've already worn these like 6 times and they were, I think, 12 bucks. And I really, really like them. I will definitely wear these again next summer, like with a black t-shirt, with a white t-shirt, with a graphic t-shirt. They're just really comfortable, really flowy. In the summertime, honestly, I don't wear a lot of pants at all. It's either like a loose linen flowy pant or shorts or skirts. Like, I'm not wearing pants because it's just too hot here. You guys have also seen this, and I actually think you guys sold this out when I wore this. I put it on TikTok and Instagram, and my Instagram reel went viral, and I'm pretty sure it sold this out. But this is a chartreuse colored linen skirt. I got this at Target, but this is my favorite color for the summer. And I remember I had gone into Target and I tried this on and I was like, oh my God, I really love it. And I didn't end up getting it that day. And like maybe 2 weeks later, I was like, man, I really am still thinking about that skirt. I know I'll wear it so much. So I went back and I bought it. And I'm so glad that I did because now it's completely sold out. And it's from a brand called Wild Fable. If you can find it in store, I think someone told me that they saw it on the clearance rack. So if you can find it in store, it's called Wild, it's from the brand Wild Fable. And I got a size medium and it fits perfect. It's so cute. And again, I've worn this so many times. I've worn it casually, I've worn it dressed up, I wore it to a birthday dinner, I've worn it to run errands, I've worn it with crop tops, t-shirts, blouses. Like, I've worn it so many times and it was definitely a good purchase, and it's literally in my favorite color. Also in my favorite color. I got this a really long time ago, and I actually think I'm going to wear this tonight for Tyler and I's anniversary dinner. This is from the brand House of Harlow. I saw this at Marshalls and I could not stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. So Tyler was like, you know what, go back and get it. He's like, grab cash from our, we have like a kind of like a community pot of cash. He's like, grab cash from that jar and go get it. So this was $29.99. I haven't worn it yet, but this is definitely summery. I don't know if you guys can see like the sparkles that it has. It's covered in sequins. So I think I'm going to wear this tonight for our anniversary dinner with my little bag. And I am so excited. It fits beautifully. The color is so gorgeous. I can't wait. Like, I was like, this would be so beautiful on vacation. I would never, like, I don't see myself ever getting rid of this because it's just so pretty. Can you guys see the sparkles right there? There we go. obsessed, 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 obsessed. Haven't worn it yet, but I'm pretty positive. I'm about 80% sure I'm gonna wear this. Phoebe, I'm about 80% sure I'm gonna wear this or one other item, but I love this and no regrets at all. This is the other item that I might wear. Wow, I just showed a lot of chartreuse back to back. This is a little satin chartreuse strapless that I got at Target like 2 weeks ago. So after I got rid of everything, I was like, I don't have any like tops, like going out tops, out to dinner, girls night, if I'm doing a date night with Tyler, nothing. I saw this when I was walking to the checkout and look at the color. Look at the color. I was like, perfect. And then I saw there were signs that were like tax-free on clothes. Perfect. So it's like a cute little strapless satin top. I got this in a size small. It's super stretchy. It's from the brand Wild Fable as well. So I might wear this tonight too. I don't know which one I'm gonna wear, but it's going to be between one of those two. And I think I'm gonna do the dress because summer's about to come to an end, so I don't really have much time to wear the dress. So I think I'm gonna wear that, but love this. Now for my basics, which these are, I feel like these don't even count because this is like boring. Like I got rid of so many of like my old raggedy stained tank tops, basics, like little shirts like this. And I needed new ones. Like I literally had no just like basic tanks. The one that I had that I was wearing a lot, I actually bought at H&M in Amsterdam, I think, and I stained it with coffee and the stain would not come out. So I got a new one, which is this one. I also got this one from Universal Threads. All of these came out to like $6 because they were having a sale. So I got a solid white one and they're all from Target. I got these two, which you guys have seen, these really fun little pastel colors. Also from Wild Fable, and I think these came out to like $3 because they were on sale. And then I got this gray one that is also from Universal Threads. Just solid basics. Again, is this something that's like really exciting to buy? No, but I still bought them, so it still counts technically. But yeah, I really needed some basics. When I tell you guys, I had no plain, just like easy tanks to throw on like this at all. Like nothing. Everything was in the garbage because everything was stained up. I did buy a couple of t-shirts, like graphic little tees and stuff. Ones that I'm very, very excited about, which I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I can't remember. This one I saw at Marshall's. It's from a brand called The Laundry Room. Apparently these shirts are pretty expensive, but I paid I think like $12.99 for this, if I remember correct, or $19.99, I don't remember. But it says Le Grand Champagne Social Club, and I love champagne and Prosecco. So I was like, wow, I love this. I love the colors. This almost looks like a little bit chartreusey, so I was like, this is perfect. I'm absolutely getting this. And I've already worn this like 3 times and I absolutely love it. The other one that I got was this one. I got this not too long ago. I was actually looking for just like t-shirts to see if I could find anything, and I went into the men's section because I just like men's clothes so much more. And I got this at Marshall's, I think, or TJ Maxx, one of the two. This is from a brand Pierce Archive, and in the front it says Claude Monet. It's a green with like this really pretty limey yellowy color, and then in the back, I don't know, something, and then it says France. And then it just has like this French little image. I've also already worn this and I love it. I really just needed a couple of like cute, graphic, vintage looking tees because they're just always good to have any season. And the last one that I got was this one because I am going to try my hardest to go to the Billie Eilish concert in Atlanta because unfortunately she's not coming to Florida at all, and I would literally give my right arm to see her in concert. So I got this at Target, and I think this was like 25 bucks. And it just has a picture of her from her new album, and it says Billie Eilish, and I've already worn this too, and I love it. We need another water break. These were 2 basics that I needed to replace because the only turtleneck that I had was about 9 years old, maybe more, like really, really old. And it was like shrinking and all of that. So I wanted bodysuits, like plain turtleneck bodysuits. I love a tight fitted turtleneck with like jeans, and the Skims ones came up, and I've never purchased anything Skims in my life. So I'm hoping that I like it. I haven't even tried them on yet. The fabric feels really good though. Black, and they were on sale for $40, I think, when they're normally I think $70. And then I saw the chocolate brown and I was like, this is such a good color for the fall with like a good pair of denim and again some boots or some sneakers, really anything. So yeah, I got these 2. You guys will see, these are the only 2 turtlenecks I have in my entire closet. The only 2. So I think I got good staple colors to last me forever. Now for my thrifted pieces, which you guys have seen these as well. I wore this the other day for an outfit video, and this is my olive green, dark olive green oversized men's blazer, which this has been on my wish list since the beginning of the year. I knew I wanted it thrifted, I knew I wanted it to be men's, and I knew I wanted it to be olive green. Those were my rules. Before going in with my mom, I said I am going to find a olive green blazer and I'm not spending more than $15. This ended up being $7. So I won. I got this, I don't even know what size this is, to be honest. I have no idea, but I am obsessed with it and I will be wearing this all fall and winter. Like, just imagine. Turtleneck, oh, it's gonna be so good. But yeah, I got this for $7 and that is cheaper than any brand new, any brand. The structure is so nice. I actually styled this as a dress, like an oversized dress, and it looks so freaking good. So I cannot wait to wear this, and this is, again, something that is a staple and will stay in my closet forever. The other thrifted piece that I got was this one, and I actually did not go in looking for this or anything like this. But I told my mom if I found anything at all, I wasn't going to spend more than $15. That's usually about like my budget if I'm going thrifting, like 15 to 20 bucks. And I found, you guys have seen this as well, this Yves Saint Laurent two-piece suit for $10.98. I thought it was just the blazer, and the blazer, it was listed at like $15, but they were doing some sort of like special that day, and she rang it up and it came out to $10.98. And it is this sage colored blazer with these sage colored pants. I've already worn these each and together, and I will be wearing them so much more come fall and winter. Like, this is such a good transitional color because it's not super dark yet, and I could wear this with like a white t-shirt, jeans, and a pair of heels or sneakers. Obsessed. Okay, we're down to the last thing. We're down to the last thing. This one has a little backstory. So last winter, I was on the hunt for a fur coat. When I tell you on the hunt, I'm talking I was on eBay, I was on Poshmark, I was looking everywhere. I went to thrift stores. I couldn't find one anywhere. I was on the fence. I thought about getting a real fur coat, not because I want to go kill animals, but because the animals were already killed, and if they were secondhand, then I would rather like keep it going. Like, you know, like if I'm gonna buy it, it's gonna keep that item like alive and used and well. But I live in Florida. There is no use for real fur in the state of Florida. If I lived in New York, if I lived in Colorado, if I lived anywhere that's mountainous, I would get a real fur coat, but I live in Florida. So I was like, there's literally no point in me getting real fur. So I opted for faux fur. Went on the hunt, found this fur coat, this exact one, on Revolve from a brand called Aster the Label. Every single size was sold out. And I was like, great, it's the middle of winter, like it's not gonna restock again, like they're already sold out. I kind of let the dream go. I was like, you know what, I wasn't meant to have a fur coat, it's fine, maybe I'll try again next year. I randomly log into my Revolve account and I have a notification, like a restock notification, and I'm like, I hadn't been on Revolve in months, and it's this damn fur coat that I wanted last year, and they brought it back. Well, they didn't bring it back, maybe someone returned it. In my size, there was only one in a size medium, and this is from the brand Aster the Label, and it is like a grayish, taupey, beautiful faux fur coat. And it was on sale. It was originally $198 and I got it for $130. So I'm telling you guys, the luck that I've been having has just been so good with the deals. I don't have anything like this in my collection. I got rid of 3 jackets for my one. Okay, that rounds everything up. My voice box hurts like it always does when I do videos like this. But that's everything that I have bought this year for my wardrobe, aside from I bought what, 8 items so far? Yeah, I bought 8 items. So I literally put on my list, I erased everything that's on my list because technically there's what, 4 months left in the year? September, October, November. Yeah, there's 4 months left in the year. I erased everything and there are only 2 items left on my wardrobe wish list. One of them is a silk skirt. I want one in black, just like a maxi skirt, kind of like all of the linen skirts that I've worn all summer. I noticed how much I love that style, so I want one in silk. I already have one picked out from the brand Quince, 100% silk, and it's washable, which is amazing. I already have it in the back of my mind, but I'm not buying any other clothing items until October. None, I'm done. And then the only other item is a big, which I wanted it last year too, a big slouchy bag, like a tote bag. The one that I originally had in my cart was like a green, like a teal green, and it was from Anthropologie, and then it sold out, and I was like, great. But I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything like that until fall, winter, because I want a dark color. So I already have one on my wish list. It's most likely, there's two different ones. There's one from The Gap and one from Anthropologie that I really, really like. But like I said, I'm not allowing myself any more wardrobe purchases until October. So I promise you guys, now I'm promising you. Before I was only promising myself, and I clearly broke that promise. I'm not buying anything until October, and I think my purchase in October is going to be the bag, and then maybe November I will do this skirt, and then I don't really have anything else that I want. The only other things that I noticed that I'm wanting to invest in are fine jewelry, like solid gold pieces. I have like a ton of like costume jewelry, gold fill that I still love so much, but I noticed like more of like the chunkier like necklaces that I wore so much, I'm just not grabbing for them anymore. So I'm glad I never invested a lot of money into those. And I just want a solid gold hand chain because I wear my Amazon one so much, but it's constantly breaking. Like I don't have it on right now, but I don't take it off, so that's probably why. I want a solid gold hand chain. I would love like little dangly earrings like this that I wear so much. I would love a pair in solid gold. And I also want a new pinky ring because my niece stole mine. I went to Catbird and bought one for myself for my birthday in New York. And my niece was like, I want that, and took it off my finger, and she's had it ever since. So I want a new pinky ring. Other than that, that is everything that I have purchased throughout this year. Like I said, you are not going to see a new clothing, accessory, shoe item in my wardrobe until at least October. And I only have 2 items on my list, and those are the only 2 items that I'm allowing myself to get. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave everything that I can linked down below. A lot of these things, like I said, were secondhand or thrifted, or I got on sale, so they might not be available, but I will do my best to link every single item, and I will see you guys in the next video.